And we're live. Another transfer update with your boys. We've got the whole squad today. We've got a man like Fresh Trim Ali. What you saying, bro?
All good, brother. You guys all right?
We're doing good. We're doing good. We got Mr. Knowledgeable. We've got Was. How you doing, bro?
I'm all right, man. Thank you. Not too bad, man. Happy with the Van de Beek signing today.
Yeah, I'm so happy to you. And we got Mr. FA level coaching B badge, whatever you have. We got a man like Kojo. What you saying, bro?
All good, man. All good, man. I'm gassed as well. Happy that we got Van de Beek finally. So one
So,
step
boy,
forward.
let's keep this brief. How are you feeling that we signed Van de Beek?
One step forward, man.
Buzzing.
I'm happy with the signing. Yeah, I'm really happy with signing, especially with at the price as well and the profile of the player. I think it was quite obvious deal to do, to be honest. Because if you're going to go for Grealish, Maddison, you're looking at the 70, 80 millions, especially with Villa staying up. So I think Van de Beek, he's just worth it all round.
Kojo?
Yeah, we needed some serious, good quality depth in midfield. I don't think it's someone that's going to be sitting on the bench too tough. I think he's going to be playing a lot of games starting, but at the same time, we needed that just in case, if we lose one of our key midfielders, we don't have to see the guys that we're not really keen on. So, yeah, I'm happy that he's in and hopefully we add more.
What about you, Ali? You look a bit upset that we signed Van de Beek. What's going on?
No, man. I'm buzzing, man. I'm not about this English premium stuff and all this Jack Grealish and Maddison, all this £80 million stuff. I'm not about that life, man. It just shows the value of sort of going into the foreign market. And like I said, I mean, from sort of what we've seen of him and how highly everyone sort of speaks about him, especially into Holland as well, it's a massive upgrade, man. We've actually got someone competent in our midfield that can actually come in, rather than you've got the likes of Lingard and sort of Andres Pereira. So having someone competent come into our midfield, and like what Kojo said, man, he'll be fighting for the first team spot as well, man. He won't be lingering around on the bench too much.
Yeah, I hope so too. But in terms of the outgoings, two of the biggest, I would say, longest standing servants to our club at the moment are leaving. News just in that Smalling has apparently had a bid accepted by Roma. So, guys, what are your thoughts on Chris Smalling's career at Manchester United? Obviously, a lot of us label him and Jones as the Chuckle Brothers, but I feel like it's a bit unfair because he always gets linked to Phil Jones, and I feel like he has had a couple good seasons. So, what would you rate Chris Smalling's time at Manchester United out of 10? And does he deserve a testimonial? Watch you go first.
All right, with Chris Smalling, I'm not a huge fan of Smalling, but I do respect him compared to Jones, where Jones is constantly making mistakes and is injury prone. Although long term, I think ultimately Chris Smalling, he's had a good 9 years at United. He's not really cemented.
Wow.
He's not really cemented his place at United. He had that opportunity to be the leading defender on numerous occasions, but he's not really grasped it. I think he is a good defender, especially aerially, and he covers well, and he's got that recovery pace. However, I think his move to Roma was good for him personally as well, because he showed everyone that he is a competent defender. However, with United trying to play out from the back, I think it suits all parties that it goes.
Ali, what about you, bro? What's your thoughts on Chris Smalling's? Did you rate him? Give me like a personal highlight of Chris Smalling for you.
He's had some donkey moments. But obviously, I think you're spot on. I think alongside Phil Jones, he just gets highlighted 1,000 times more, the fact he's sort of inabilities. But I think going over to Italy, I think he's shown this league. I think he's shown that's the league he's sort of capable for. It's a lot more slow paced. Italy's not blessed with so many amazing strikers, obviously apart from Cristiano. So I think he's sort of shown that is his league, and obviously he's settled in well. And obviously Roma won him back. I think overall, I think it's a good deal for us. His time at Man United, the guy's had some up and down moments, man. He's had some games when he's had a string of games where he's done really well, and you think, you know what, there's sort of something in there. But then, every 10 games, he'll have that donkey moment where you think, flipping out, how's this guy actually playing the centre back for our club? Out of 10, I'll give him like a 7. I think he's done all right. Compared to Phil Jones, who looking at sort of minus numbers, the guy's done decent. And like I said, who'd you expect for the guy? He's done well for the club, and it's the right move for him at the right time as well.
Kojo, what about you? I mean, obviously, you're very good when it comes to centre backs. So how do you rate Chris Smallin's career at Manchester United? And one funny moment from you that summed up his career.
Oh, funny moment, Jesus. The funniest moments because it happened more than once is when he had to turn his whole body to pass the ball sideways. I was just found that hilarious.
Yes.
I still don't understand why he had to do that. It was so funny to me.
Double pivot.
and of course, Mandem calling him Mike instead of Chris, which is hilarious. But all in all, I can't lie. I can't disagree with 7 out of 10. Because he's won everything that he's competing in for Man United, apart from 2 trophies, which is Champions League and the Super Cup. Like in terms of everything else, he's won it. He's completed his set. Domestically, he's got everything. And he's won the Europa League. And in a lot of the seasons, whether we call him a key man or not, he's played his part in a lot of them as well. So I got to give him credit where credit's due. I think since we lost Vidic and Ferdinand, that whole Mike Smalling period of time was probably the best period from a defender we've had. If I'm being honest, I think it was really good within that period of time. And he scored some important goals as well. The comeback against City in both the Community Shield game, when Nani won the game for us, and obviously when Sanchez Pogba turned it on, he scored the winner in that game as well. At the Etihad, and that stopped City winning the league against us in their stadium, So, and he's had a lot of other goals against big teams. If I'm being honest, I think he scored against Liverpool. I think he scored against Arsenal. He's done his thing. So as much as I also want him to go, because I think his time's up for a 9-year period, he's done well, very well.
Fair enough. I mean, for me personally, I feel like I'm actually kind of upset to see him go. I feel like for me, he's one of the people that when I got old enough to actually understand football, he's been one of the mainstays at the centre back. But the only problem is that he's always with Phil Jones. He's had Ashley Young left back. He's had Valencia right back. He's had a lot of crap to deal with, to be fair. But I feel like he has been a good servant. And also, when he has left, he's never said anything negative about the club, negative about Ollie, and he can actually leave with his head held high.
I just think it's a damn shame that he's lasted less than Phil Jones. I think that's scary for me. I can't believe that's actually happened. I always thought that it would be Phil Jones to go first. So the fact that Smalling's leaving for me is kind of worrying. Because we still got Phil Jones, and I know none of us here want Phil Jones here. So yeah.
Another person that's leaving the club, Sergio Romero. Apparently, reports are saying that £12 million to Aston Villa, I believe. Obviously, Jack Grealish is not coming the other way. It's looking like. So, what are your thoughts on Romero? Do you feel like he was harshly treated at United, or do you feel like he deserved to just sit on the bench literally for his whole career?
I think at United, with De Gea being the number one, I think Romero was always going to be second choice. He did do well in the Europa League for us. I think he's been a good servant for the club, someone who's spoken well. He's pushed De Gea, and he's just performed well when it's been required. And yeah, I think it's a good move for him to go Villa because he's towards the end of his career now. He's played regular game time in the Premier League, and yeah, I think he just don't want to sit on the bench, especially with Henderson returning and Henderson's 6-year contract. I don't think Romero is going to get much game time.
Fair enough. Kojo, what about you? I personally feel like Romero kind of got bumped in the Europa League. I feel that's why it's the last straw. That's why he's leaving. What are your thoughts on his situation at the club?
What you just said there, I agree. I feel like even if we didn't keep Dean Henderson, I think the fact that he didn't start the Europa League game, despite that being his competition, and the fact that I think apart from, this season and even last season as well combined, apart from one obvious mistake, I don't think he's made a lot of mistakes or any, to be honest. A lot of clean sheets as well for him. So I thought for him after that, I thought regardless of whether we keep Henderson or not, he's done, because what more can he do? You know what I mean? Especially considering De Gea hasn't been in the best of form for 2 years now, if we're being blunt about it. So yeah, I wish him all the best. I think he deserves to start somewhere. He starts for Argentina, so he's obviously a good goalkeeper regardless.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's gonna go whether it's Villa or it's abroad or wherever. Go and start some games and prove that you are as good as we think you are. You know, so yeah.
And Ali, quick question to you. Obviously, Manchester United have had a rich history of goalkeepers, and we've also had a rich history of dead goalkeepers. Where do you think he ranks? Where do you think he ranks in terms of the Premier League top 10? Do you think he's top 10 goalkeepers for United, or do you think he's in the top 20?
No, I mean, it's definitely, he's no Taibbi. I mean, Taibbi was an absolute nightmare of a keeper. The man wore tracksuit bottoms
Who's the one that
during the game.
that let him go from halfway line?
Oh, Pedro Mendes.
Yeah. Boy. We've had some howlers, man.
Hey, it wasn't a goal, you know. So let's not call it a goal. It wasn't a goal.
But no, I mean, he's. I think everyone's spot on right now. The guys on everything he could when he came in between the sticks. He never generally made a mistake. He pushed De Gea, but De Gea was always going to be favourite. And I think the last straw we saw was when obviously he was dropped for the FA Cup and the game against Sevilla. I think that was the nail in the coffin right there and whatnot. He deserves the right move. The guy's just been a loyal professional. The guy's never really moaned about anything. And I feel like I said, I mean, going to Villa, I think it'd be a good move for him. Their defense is obviously shit, so he might get caught out. But generally, he's a very competent keeper. And as Kojo said, the guy's played for the guy's number one for Argentina. So wish him all the best, man. Definitely wish him all the best. And I think this season he'll show that he was a capable understudy for De Gea as well.
So obviously now Romero is leaving. That means that obviously it's going to be between De Gea and Henderson for number one. So just quickly, who's your number one, and in 30 seconds explain why for the season. So who would be your number one for the season and why?
Oh, tricky one. It'd be De Gea at the moment, just because
no sentiment. No sentiment.
No, just because I know what I'm getting. Although he's been in bad form, Henderson's not trusted at. He's not yet shown what he can do at United yet in terms of first team football. The pressures are different. I've seen him make mistakes for Sheffield United. The scrutiny at United is going to be tenfold. So I've not seen Henderson between the sticks yet. So I'd start with De Gea.
All right, fair enough. So that's 1 out of 4. Kojo, what about you?
Yep, De Gea, same things really. The pressure is very, very different. Sheffield United, he did very well in the Championship. He did well in the Premier League, but he made mistakes. But they were under the radar. There's a different kettle of fish. Whereas De Gea, you make one mistake, suddenly you're not world top 5 anymore. You're suddenly above. So at the end of the day, there's levels to this, and I'm sure he'll get his chance. But right now, you just gotta keep it at a level, be a better goalkeeper, and for me, that's still never De Gea.
Ali, gonna get a clean sweep, or what are you saying?
No, definitely a clean sweep on this one. But I'll go a bit of flack for saying this, but I think Henderson to me, I just feel he has aspects of a modern day Ben Foster. He has some really great moments, and then he has some really dodgy moments as well. But I'm hoping, like I said, he'll have a better front four in front of him. But he's got to keep his focus, man. I think that's why David will probably start the season and be Ollie's number one. But I don't know. I just feel this guy could be he might just fall away because it's a massive, massive upgrade. It's a massive upgrade. So I said, wish him all the best, but I think David will probably pick up number one spot for now.
Fair enough. And so we're just going to wrap up the show on Dio Upamecano. I was rehearsing that before the show. Dio Upamecano. So obviously, it's been the thing is being a Man United fan is like being in a relationship. Like there's so much ups and downs. All the transfer news that's coming out it's too much. So yesterday, ESPN, all these people are saying we're linked with Upamecano. Then just before we started recording this video, CFC Bank said we're not. Romero said we're not. That's going to be for next season. How are you guys gutted about that, or do you feel like there's better centre halves out there than we can get? Ali, what's your thoughts on that?
I mean, I remember we had this conversation during our defender sort of transfer as well, where we sort of highlighted that he's the number one guy. He fits the bill, the right age, plays for France, played in a decent league as well. It's the right sort of money as well. It's too much of a common sense signing for us. I can see reasons why we won't pick him. He's 21. It's a big price tag, 50 million, etc. like I said, I hope the deal actually goes through. I can't see it happening this season. I think we'll sort of exhaust all our funds sort of on Jadon Sancho. But the guy ticks every single box when you're looking for an upcoming defender. The guy's got everything. And you just hope, like I said, there's sort of powers above that see this guy does fit the right bill. The guy's 21. He could easily play sort of 10 years easily plus. But I just think, like I said, from what we're sort of hearing out, his age is going to be a massive factor, and the fact that it's sort of 50 million.
True. Kojo, what about you? Obviously, I think that obviously we should get him, but I want to key and zone into this. That obviously, Solskjaer's trying to get the top talent from all around Europe. Why do you think we're not going hammer and tong for Upper Meccano?
Do you know what worried me about what Romero and Christian Fox said is United are not going for him because apparently Leipzig don't need to sell him. That was something along those lines, and I was like, who cares if they need to sell him or not? They didn't need to sell Werner. Chelsea dropped the money and they got him. If you want the boy and you know how much it's going to cost, just go and pay the money now. Just do it. Simple as that. Simple as that. If you've got the money to do it, you go and make the bid. I don't know if he I don't know what the clause exactly is. I can't remember if it's starting after the season or if it is in plan and in case right now. But regardless, if you know you have a fee for him and you want to buy him, you want to pay for him, forget about if they need to sell him. No one needs to sell a key player. Exactly. That's not how football works. If you want him, you got the money for it, you will go and drop the money and get your man. So for me personally, he would fit the bill, just like Ali alluded to. So you got the money, pay. That's just simply my message. Is that I don't know how to make it more simple than that. You got the money, pay. You ain't got the money, shut up. That's it. That's it. Simple.
It's true. So, just to round up, how gutted are you that we're not trying to pursue Upper Meccano? Obviously, we really, really desperately need a centre back this summer. Where would you rank our defense in the top 6? So where would you rank our 2 centre backs into the top 6?
As in with Lindelof and Maguire? Or
in terms of like obviously Liverpool, Arsenal, obviously the original top 6.
Yeah, I put them about third, to be honest.
Yeah.
I think with Liverpool City, they'll probably just be ahead. But with Upper Meccano, yeah. City, I'm on for, but Gomez and Van Dijk are comfortably better than our 2. But with Upper Meccano, I think if we don't get him this summer, which is likely that we don't get him this summer, I think next summer with the Euros, and if he starts for France, the competition for Upper Meccano is going to be rife.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. We need to put the P's down.
We've got to go now. We've got to go now.
Think about it, you're waiting next year. Sergio Ramos is going to want to leave. He's going to soon leave Real Madrid. So Real Madrid is going to be looking for a replacement. But Barcelona, PK's leaving. Going to want a replacement. If we don't go now, we are not getting this guy. I'm sure Bayern Munich are going to be sniffing around as usual. If you don't move now, look, boys.
Same as Sancho. Exactly. Same as Sancho
for another season. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I feel like, obviously, we'll have another talk about another time, but the way we're moving slowly, especially with these young talents, we're going to end up playing for it in 2 to 3 years' time.
Yeah, comfortably.
I liken it to, obviously, everyone's playing Football Manager. I liken it to when you play Football Manager with your boys. Obviously, there was one time I was playing Football Manager with one of my boys, Camavinga. So, obviously, Camavinga is available for £100 million. I swoop in and I buy him under my boy's nose. 2, 3 years later, he's the best midfielder in the world. Winning Champions Leagues with me, Premier Leagues. He's winning the quadruple with me, doing all sorts of madness. And then obviously my friends got flipping Mason Mount in the centre of the field. But obviously, if you take your time, this is what happens. This is literally what happens. I feel like Manchester we need to move hammer and tong for these young up and coming players. But anyways, guys, thank you for another show. I want to say thank you to, obviously, you guys not really guests, you're part of the family anyway. So big up Ali, big up Was, and big up Coach Kojo. We'll be back again for another one. Probably, I'm not too sure. I have to wait for Usmaan to decide. He's the boss of it. So, he's the one that pays our paychecks. So yeah, if you guys have if you've missed out anybody, please put in the comments below. Please sub, like, share it to your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your auntie, your uncle, everybody. Everybody must hear about Man United in the summer. Apart from that, it's been Benji. Peace.